Maybe. Gambit picking it up a couple times, but they weren't able to work it in against the Drow as they already had their supports most times, so we'll have to go a day without the Wyvern here.
I mean, I don't think that's too big of a deal because I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing a lot of Wyvern coming up in the next tournament anyways, unless we see like another patch or something, but I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
Definitely thought we were going to see that with the Drow strat, though. Would have been really, really nice, but
yeah,
it worked out anyways without a Wyvern, so...
So, again, should be Shaker here, I think. Yeah, that just seems to make a lot of sense. If they were going to do Core Doom, I could also see the Earth Spirit making a comeback, maybe.
Oh, there she is.
Wow.
The Legion Commander. No IO for any sort of relocates with this, but...
Super strong with Doom, though. Much like the Nature's Prophet. Like, these two are just lane dominators. The other thing I don't like about this is that we don't know who the safe lane hero is, but, I mean, no one can really stand up to this. Gambit could consider the Weaver for themselves as someone who, like, builds Lincolns against both Doom and Legion Commander and can at least survive and farm, but, God, this makes that Ursa ban just so good. Would have been a lovely hero to have up in lane versus...
Definitely I mean, you do still have a Bane who's going to be able to, you know, depending on his positioning, really interrupt all of these duels, but there's going to be a lot of stuff that they're going to have to pay attention to during all this. Obviously, the Doom being a big portion of this, and the Ancient Apparition being able to, you know, throw out Cold Feet, also being able to throw out snowballs, generally snowballs towards the end with the Ice Blast, because he doesn't want to be too close for maximum range and coverage here.
Yeah. They pretty much, like, have to Razor.
Yep.
Okay.
There it is.
It has to be either Razor or... There was another, the Weaver, I guess, would have been okay. Or maybe a Bristleback could have been a potential option, but Razor is... downside, doesn't build Lincolns, so a little weak against the Doom as well as the Duel, but upside can actually fight people. Classic combination with the Bane. You go the Nightmare into the Static Link, and you can actually contest Doom plus Legion Commander running at your faces. With the Nature's Prophet TPing in as well, with the Sand King nearby in the position 4, suddenly this dual offlane isn't quite as scary, but it should mean that a lot of space is bought for your mid-hero. And that could open up someone a little bit more risky like the Storm Spirit if they want it for themselves. I think Queen's probably the best option right now. We'll give them a lot of burst to go with the Legion Commander, and can blink away from like Sprout ganks, can build a Lincoln Sphere against Bane, can blink away from the Static Link. Pretty much everything points to Queen being pretty good here. Ember would also be okay, I think, if they wanted more catch.
Yeah, they haven't picked up Ember at all, and I know you talked about it a couple of times, but it's going to be a Chaos Knight pickup over here on Empire. That's really interesting here.
It is a lot of burst out of the position 1. That's generally something that could be a little hard to get, I think. A lot of burst comes from the mid-hero for the most part, like your Queen of Pains, your Templar Assassins. Sven is notorious, and Ursa as being big bursters, but of course they're both banned out, and CK is kind of the new blood. You know, no one's picking Juggernaut to Omnislash anymore. This is all about the one tap from the Reality Rift. It's just insane with the Phantasms.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to... I mean... I don't know, for some reason I just can't figure out, like, there's a lot of strength here as, again, on the side of Team Empire. I don't think they have to really worry about anything like a Timbersaw, though, really coming out from the side of Gambit. But, yeah, Quap gonna get just taken out here. They definitely were thinking the same thing that you were, that she'd be really nice being able to just sort of, you know, get out of Sprout with the Blink, and, of course, the burst damage coming out for a Legion Commander, so...
I wonder what their thought process is there, though. They must have been like, they're gonna ban Chaos Knight if we don't pick it now, I guess. Because they know that, you know, they have the next 2 picks right in a row, so they really want a Chaos Knight. What other position 1 do they play lately? And the Storm Spirit. I'm intrigued.
Well, they
They're
don't.
Be the
Pushka would have just gotten ripped apart by the Storm Spirit every single time. Whoever's playing the AA always gets targeted pretty hard by generally the Storm Spirit or whoever is playing that tempo controlling mid.
Yeah, I think it's going to be PL again. Well, except, yeah, I could see PL.
It's a lot of illusions that are going to be on the map then, too.
Zeus, maybe? Does Zeus work with their lineup? It's more burst, it's global potential, okay AoE clear. They don't have the best jump.
They go for the Ember. All right.
I'll take the Ember. Okay.
A little bit more lockdown.
Yeah, and that's really good for the Chaos Knight because he makes up for the burst that you're lacking from an Ember. And instead he kind of plays this puck roll where he's just searing chainsing and running through the fight. He is Remnant Burst, sure, but Generally, if you triple Remnant into a duel and stuff, if there's anyone nearby, you can run into some trouble. Not quite that like instant like Sonic Wave, long range kind of deal like a Queen, but very strong. Very nice red draft with a Cherry Ancient Apparition on top here.
He's just got to be different. Oh, the OD pickup, though, here, too. So we're going to have a lot of different things being stolen. We're going to get the damage stolen with the Razor. You're going to get the int stolen by the OD. It's nice save, too, if the Legion jumps on one of the heroes and Bane is not able to go ahead and grab them immediately. So that's definitely a bonus on that.
Yeah, and this is something that when everyone sees, like, all strength heroes and stuff like that, one thing that you often don't think about, at least I find, is the int. Like Chaos Knight, 1.2 int per level. Not a lot of int. Pretty dumb dude, right? He's not going to be super smart. If you steal a couple int stacks as this OD for Kuman, this is a guy who's been kind of owning here today, playing exceptionally well. You guys have all played Ember Spirit before. You run into some mana problems because you don't get the most int on that hero either. So that gap is going to be pretty big between OD and these heroes. So Kuman, he was the big hero in game number 2 and game number 3. He kind of led the way with the Storm Spirit and the Templar Assassin. I could see him doing it again. He also has the Astral Save up against that Legion Commander duel. If someone gets doomed, he has the Astral Save there too. So there's a lot of really strong reasonings here for this Outworld Devourer that I can see for Gambit.
Definitely a nice pickup at the very end of this draft here. But which one are we preferring right now, Trent? Which one do we think is going to be able to clinch out game number 5 here for Overpower Cup?
Tough. All right, so let's see. We're going to have AA and Chaos Knight owning the bottom lane. Supposedly, this is just like Sven, where you have the easy peasy cold feed set up. So Nature's Prophet is going to be slow. I mean, either draft can win. I'm going to favor Empire because they're the TI team. They have a good draft. It has a certain plan, much like the Dire one does too. But I think... Wait, did I just notice? Have we not had a tower battle today? Am I crazy? Are they gone in competitive matches?
I don't know.
I think they are. I don't remember any tower battles. Nice. I'm down with that. They were kind of annoying. At least they leave out. But anyway... if Nature's Prophet just gets off to a big start, because again, Cheshire Cat's going to have problems with the CK and the AA down here. If he just like starts TPing and getting kills in that top lane, and they kind of own this Doom and this Legion, I could see them snowballing really hard on Gambit's side. So either team, but probably like 65-35 Empire favored, maybe 70-30.
All right, fair enough. This little treant now just kind of doing a little bit of scouting will just be annoying, and Maposhka going to be able to get a little early last hit here. It's like Gustic had a little bit of his own skirmish over here with the Razor early on. But pretty calm otherwise for the start of this game.
Oh, that poor treant. I like those little treants. They're like little deers or something.
Yeah, they're pretty cute. I've been seeing those, and I've been seeing a lot of the what's the other one? The little coral?
Yeah.
The coral ones? Big does find Maposhka out over here. Does have Burrow Strike. We'll go ahead, jump forward. There's so much damage coming out from all of these trees. Poor Maposhka cannot catch a break on this hero. And Cheshire Cat going to start off the game feeling pretty good. No taunt coming out, though. What? That is like the opportune moment.
Unacceptable.
Opportune moment for a taunt.
He does. How dare he? At least he was given the last hit. That was nice of them.
Right.
Dude, this is a lit-looking Nature's Prophet. He's got those mushroom shoulders. He's got a very mixed set going on here. I like it.
Well, at the very least, in the game of hats, Cheshire Cat.
Very important
winning
game.
right now, right?
Maposhka, no AA Immortal. Unacceptable. Not cool, dude. Although their Chaos Knight is badass. He's got that golden shield.
Oh, that's
So
true.
I hope this reality lift looks pretty sick. I haven't seen it yet.
So a lot of harass already coming out here. Chappie having a bit of difficulty because they just give him the clicks here, left and right. Stack and pull, please. This is not going to be a fun lane for him here. So this aggression coming out from Gambit definitely starting to pay off already. And Razor here, top lane. He's taking a lot of hits here from Roger, but doesn't seem to be too concerned. Look at Roger, he just doesn't care.
Yeah, this is kind of the dream scenario. There's just like no one up here though. But a couple early levels onto Razor, and then I'm sure more people come up and help. Like once he has Q and Link, then that's where this thing gets a little bit scarier.
Already seeing the Sand King kind of doing a rotation. He's got the clarity going. Does have a burrow strike, so we'll be able to provide a little bit more support. Yeah. Here comes Roger. Fertile Blade gets used, but there's going to be burrow strike and Plasma Field coming out. A lot of damage just taken off of Roger here, but now Razor, he's sitting kind of low, needs to be a little bit careful. I'm not sure he expected to get taken down that low during this altercation.
Level 1 static link is just so depressing in comparison.
Oh, won't be
so
level
slowly.
1 forever.
Well, how do you know? Maybe he'll never get more levels. Maybe this is the end of his game.
I mean...
There you go, Moxie.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
If he abandons...
Caster's curse, right? Caster's curse. I'm sure that's exactly what happens. And then we just never see him ever play again. Just keeps it level 1. Or maybe he just doesn't skill it anymore. Maybe some next level... Next level
Max
plays.
Unstable Current. The only build on Razor these days. 004.
He's looking over here at the Ember Spirit. Astral comes out immediately. He's got the Nightmare. He's got the Brain Sap. We'll be able to just have him take a little nap here in the mid lane while everyone hangs out. Watches them like a creep show, actually. But FN, successful gank coming out and Always Wanna Fly will be able to take that kill.
Nice KS from the mid. Good job.
Value.
Solid supporting right there. Pretty much my main goals, I would say. Whoa, what is that? Jeez. I need a Legion Commander model. My goodness, that is some serious particles and overwhelming odds.
This game is just eventually going to be nothing but particles. You know that, right, Trent?
Yeah, it's hard to see some things. But,
it's just flashes of light everywhere whenever I'm trying to cast these big team fights and figure out what's happening. But Static Link comes out over here. Plazer, yeah, he's going to get taken down, I think. Yeah, followed up with Ghost Stick. He's got those overwhelming odds. No more Razor.
Well, I was thinking about them actually contesting and fighting and stuff, but they've kind of gone the opposite way, where they're putting more value in a Cheshire Cat, and so they're like putting Always Wanna Fly down here, sending him mid a couple times, and just all right, now they're gonna TP him up top lane, or at least they'll have a TP ready. So this time, if they go on Razor, there'll be a Bane TP, and there'll also be the Cheshire Cat TP, I'm sure, and they can try and turn this around.
I mean, the other thing is they're probably putting a lot of value in just shutting down Chappie here. CK not super well known for being able to catch up if he starts falling behind on farm, so depriving him seems to be pretty important during all of this.
They will spot this haste rune on the Radiant side, but it's the Dire who are going to pick it up. It'll be Bignum that gets it, and this should put the fear into Maposhka.
As if he doesn't already have a large amount of fear right now, being an AA.
It even drives FN home, who, of course, has been sent into the jungle. One of the riskier things about Ember, and, well, there's Maposhka.
It looks like
he was not fearful enough.
Oh, a relocate coming in as well. Sorry, not relocate. Teleportation. My bad. I got yelled at by Twitch chat for that earlier, because I'm so used to saying it. But, yeah.
That's what you get for being a filthy IO spammer.
I know. I'm the worst. Definitely the worst. But looks like Chappie is going to try to get some of these last hits off here so that Sand King doesn't get this entire stack. But, struggling a little bit during all of that. Do get a stun off, though. Immediately, there's going to be the Chilling Touch. Bigham in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get frozen up by the cold feet here, but Always Wanna Fly. He's going around the corner. He wants to grab a Poshka. Another TP coming out, though. It's Roger. Roger going to be able to go ahead, get a couple hits off, and actually be able to give the kill over onto Chappie, although it's split a little bit. Cheshire Cat running himself out.
How clowny is that they just let him wear down the creep wave, like this camp for them? Like, this sentry was there the whole time. Just watching him.
Just waiting for that opportune moment, man.
Thanks, dude. It's like, can you guys, like, lower this a bit? I got a Doom coming. He's got a Satyr Blast. We might farm this up some. You guys are so nice. On top lane, finally, some breathing room for this Razor.
Yeah, what's the phrase? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. You know, let them do some work for you while you're at it.
Yeah, I like it. A little Tom Sawyer action going on here or something.
Working.
Painting the hard camp fence. That's what we're... Poor Ember. Yeah, but before there was fighting, this is the risk of not having last pick and then taking the Ember. You always have to worry about the OD coming to the mid lane. He's the most common one. Of course, there's all kinds of other options than your Vipers or whatnot, but OD's the guy that just makes Ember players go, ugh, recovery mode in the jungle. But they've done it before with the Storm Spirit. They can do it again here with the Ember Spirit.
It's like Always Wanna Fly, just poking Roger a little bit over here. He's looking to get that rune. And Chappie's back to farming. He's got a Midas queued up here. Working hard for the money. Oh, yeah, this Arcane Orb just thrown out over onto FN. It's not a good time here.
Well, at least he's 6 now, so he's slightly more survivable. Man has spent the point. He does not have a hidden ulti up his sleeve, or that could have been a bit worrisome, honestly. But there probably would have been a remnant dodge or something from FN, I'm sure. Bottom lane.
Bottom lane. Oh, yeah, they get the jump over here. Looks like they wanted to go onto Chappie, but it's not going to be the end. It looks like Cheshire Cat trying to get himself out. He actually manages to get out. They take out Baposhka. The TP comes out, though, as well, and just get himself out of a bad situation. Wow, Cheshire Cat, I thought he was toast there.
Yeah, Dunzo, but living. And he can even buy himself a TP scroll, head on back, or TP home and then TP. For now, he's just tag one. He's chilling.
Nicely played.
Doesn't want Razor taking all his lane tax here. But he did anyway. Just like stole all those last. Gets another round of treants off. Good call by him to stay down here before leaving.
Definitely efficiency Dota. Best type of Dota.
Treant for some scouting. Figure out if there's anyone coming in the back lines. Meanwhile, top lane, speaking of scouting, they have a very nice ward aggressively planted here, so it will spot the likes of Always Want to Fly, hence the instantaneous pause. No, I'm just kidding. That's the Dire team. They are not
Problem with TeamSpeak.
Some pause abusers.
Look at the particles flying out over here from the OD.
Did you say particles?
What is this? It's just
is this like one of those ones where it gets locked on? Oh, it's like when you pause, it like flies off of the illusions or the heroes, and it gets like transported. Classic.
Nice vision behind the tower here, though. So Always Want to Fly needs to be very, very careful because they're looking for a dive. He does find it though. He does. Going to be able to go ahead, get that 100 gold, and then immediately run into Roger, who throws out the Infernal Blade. Nightmare gets thrown out as well, Cheshire Cat. They're just going to kind of run themselves out. They don't really want to commit to this. Legion does have her level 6. During all this, Chappie actually going to be able to take down Vignum in the bot lane.
The classic Empire fight 2 people at once.
Yep. I mean, I feel like I need to keep looking at the top lane because something's going to happen, but then while that's all going on, murder everywhere. This is a poor Bane. Oof.
They pulled one wave away, and with the treants, they're just going to go and grab the second. So, despite all that diving stuff, no real pressure comes out into the top tower from Empire. Likewise, mid-Empire is being saved by Baposhka. So, rather than soaking up the bottom in the safe lane, he's just going to go mid. Don't want to put the CK up against Kuman. He'll get constantly harassed and stuff. So, instead, Chappie is just farming away down in his bottom jungle and relatively safe, I would say, until Bignum has level 6 and they can do like relocates with Epicenter. But top lane, Cheshire Cat might not be quite as safe. Raindrops will help for now.
They're looking for this duel. Oh, that's nice. A nice treant coming in here. Throw out the Sprout. Trying to turn this back around now. Lots of TPs coming up. They don't quite land that Burrow Strike. Looks like Ghost Stick might be able to get out. No, the Nightmare comes out, but he didn't grab Roger. But they should be able to get the kill over here onto this Legion Commander.
Good call.
That was a giant overwhelming odds, but Bignum will be able to clean up.
Yeah, it's one of those like guaranteed doom, but it was pretty much guaranteed on the Legion Commander as well, and she's obviously a much higher priority, so very well played by Always Want to Fly.
Here comes the Ember. He's looking. He wants to go after this Razor immediately. Shearing Chain's coming out here, going to try to take as much damage away from him as possible, and he's still alive.
That's a Raindrop live right there. Absorbed 100 damage from that Remnant, and he lived with 90.
That is an amazing item in Dota 2.
There's something.
That, Halberd, Fairy Fires. Yeah. So good. So good.
The real value these days now is when you're playing the support and you have the 1-charge Raindrop left and turn into an urn. It's just like, the absolute dream.
Efficiency. Again, everything comes back to efficiency Dota.
Yeah, it really does. I still have not witnessed the Reality Rift with the gold. I have missed it every time that he's cast it. I want to see glorious particles here. I just want to be a Valve Shield top lane duel.
Oh boy. There's a duel coming out here. He's not going to be able to finish it up. Oh my gosh, Bane actually going to be able to get out. Always Want to Fly. Should be able to make it. Trying to juke around here in the trees.
I think he got one moment of courage.
That
was a little disappointing.
Too close for comfort, I think, for this this little Bane.
Time to turn on the hacks.
Clearly.
Yeah, disconnect, reconnect, bring him on in. Chappie, if he ends up going for the armlet, does he bought anything, or is he just potentially Midasing this game?
Well, he had a Midas queued up, but I guess he canceled it out. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be going full Midas or what here, but that's a really cool helmet on this Chaos Knight. Holy smokes.
Oh, I agree. Damn.
That is evil.
Looks like a champion of Mordor kind of thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Right?
very Lord of the Rings. You know, he's not quite Sauron, but he definitely like hangs with Sauron. Like they play poker, I would say. I feel like they're good buds.
Definitely. You know, they all hang
Strip
out
poker,
over at the Tower of Sauron. You know.
Yeah.
Hang
A
out
lot
near
of
Mount
armor.
Doom. Talk about how they hate hobbits.
I think I said Mountain Dew for a second.
No. Hang out with the Mountain Dew.
Mountain
Product
Dew
placement.
at Mount Doom. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's similar. I don't
Was
know. Mountain Dew
that
is pretty terrible for your teeth, from what I understand.
I believe most of those soda beverages there.
There's something about the high citric acid level or something with all that sugar that apparently is like supposed to be just absolutely acid on your teeth. But
Look at you guys learning.
that's just what my dentist told me, guys.
It's okay. They sponsor console games anyway. What do we care?
It's all
Get
about
out
that
of
Red
here,
Bull,
Mountain
right?
Dew. That's right. Red
Or
Bull and
oh,
Monster.
they smoked on top of a ward again. Empire.
I actually think they were behind. I mean, he did move like this and then disappear.
I think they might have seen it over on FN though.
Yeah, it's hard
But
to tell.
I don't know. This OD seems to have no idea what's about to happen to him. So clearly that's not the case. Remnant comes forward with the steering chains. He's going to be able to maybe save himself over here on the side. Doom standing nearby. A lot of TPs coming in. They're looking for the duel. Oh, they got to get it there. Get the Nightmare off though over onto the side. They're actually going to be able to clean up. Doom comes out though over onto Nature's Prophet. He's going to try to run himself out here. Cheshire Cat. The turnaround coming out here with the Razor. There's going to be a Reality Rift. There's going to be a nice stun as well. And looks like he's going to just get obliterated. Ghostic going to be able to use the overwhelming odds. Now, question, yeah, actually Cheshire Cat going to make it out alive, although Ghostic is really hoping he's not going to. But Regenerate picked up now over on FN. Nice engagement. Good smoke. I guess he did not see that smoke at all anyways. There's a jump forward and
another
over
one.
fly.
Oh, deny? Maybe?
Deny? No. He's trying to prolong the inevitable there with the braid staff and such, but not going to be quite enough.
Now another smoke purchased up by AA. Blink Dagger is getting close on Big Name. He has the level 6, but he's been using it for the maximum farming speed, so he's 3-3, no epicenter yet. And if he can get his way into being useful, try and pick off FN or something like that, because right now he is a pretty passive Sand King.
Looks like we're going to see Blade Mail up and running on our Ember Spirit very shortly.
Oh, I like that build. That's a fun one.
It's not one I see very, very often.
Yeah, definitely becoming more popular these days. Just general, like, the reduction in this spell amp and everything makes the initial veil not quite as strong. It's just a good lead-up item for when you've got to be brawling in these fights, like this AoE damage from the Razor, someone like the Nature's Prophet who just straight up right-clicks you.
So Nice Blast gets thrown bottom here, but they have the teleport coming in here from Cheshire Cat. Vigum, he's going to be able to go ahead, grab the AA, and now we're seeing some problems here for the Chaos Knight. Epicenter actually just getting picked up and used just for our CK here as well, so bit of an interesting fight here. Definitely, you know, we saw Always Want to Fly kind of circling in over on the AA. He throws out the Ice Blast, but the follow-up, and meanwhile, yeah, we lose the Razor in the top lane, and a duel gets thrown onto Ghostic.
3,654 victories, supposedly, on this gem. My god. Do not pub with this guy. Terrifying. 237 duels lost. There's an honest man for you right there. No, he tells you. You get everything. You know exactly what's going on with Ghostic. Man, he is a glowing Legion Commander. Mid lane, they throw out the scan. They know.
Looks like he's not going to go for it, though. Although he did run right next to Always Want to Fly. Just didn't get the vision, I guess, at the time. And Ghostic should be able to take down this top tower. Roger standing nearby, providing support. Razor needs to be a little bit careful here. I don't think he realizes. Yeah, in comes FN. They want this. There's going to be the Remnant. There's a Doom coming out as well. Searing Chains. Everything in the kitchen sink. And they even get a duel off of it at the end of the day. Now Cheshire Cat, he's in kind of not a great situation trying to run out. They get a Nightmare out. Doom says, don't worry about it, bro. I'll tank it for you. And the rest of the team just scatters to the wind.
All right, Gambit. You got a slight lead gold-wise, but things are starting to look pretty scary. Of course, Legion Commander's online. Duel's going to be back in a second. Already 30 damage stacked up, and Ghostic's starting to work towards the second blade mill that they'll have, since FN already has his and is well on his way to the Boots of Travel. So it is all on Bignum. Mr. Sand King, somewhere underneath this white, scratchy mess, is a hero. A man, some may say, possibly a legend, if he can actually make shit happen now. Because he's got Nature's Prophet. He's got an OD. Like, where's my Coup Man? This guy, he's been a legend. He's been the hero of the day. It's time for Bignum to step up, enable this beautiful, independent OD with 4 staff. I'm ready. I'm feeling it. I think Gambit can do it.
You feel it in your bones, Trent?
Yeah, I really do.
All right.
I don't really. But I hope they do, because it would be more entertaining.
All right. Well, there's the smoke. They're all grouped up. They were by the sentry ward. I'm so proud of them.
Got him.
Got him.
Quick remnant back, though. And they're also kind
Legion
of...
Commander. They could find themselves a Dresden over here. But looks like he's thinking about TPing out. Maybe he's being patient, looking for a duel.
Let's see. Is A going to throw up an ice blast? Oh, he's throwing the ice blast.
Ping.
They're going to commit for this.
They're looking for a ghost stick headed over into the trees. Oh, is always going to fly going to find him first? He finds him over onto the side. Immediately, he doesn't know where to go. There's going to be the Fiend script. They're going to be able to go ahead, drain all of that damage. Bigham just kind of standing nearby, throws out the casual burrow strike, and the patient Legion, unfortunately, is not rewarded, instead becoming the hunted.
Yeah, nicely done. Tries to go for the big plays with the AI blast, but good bait there from Gambit, so... Understanding that was going to work out in their favor, and they might get a little bit of a tower push on here, actually.
That was just so patient and really, really smart coming out here from the supports over here on Gambit, making sure that they had that smoke, kind of sat back, and they knew that someone, somewhere, wants to murder their Razor, so definitely worked out that way. Cheshire Cat doing Cheshire Cat things. He does have the Solar Crest picked up now. Go murder himself some tomatoes and potatoes. Though there is an FN standing nearby, so he needs to be kind of careful.
Denied. Got him. Good work, Maposhka. Don't die to Bignum.
Yeah, I'm a little scared. I'm so scared
Big
from Maposhka.
No.
Oh, no. No. There goes the ice cream cone. It was a nice try. Ice Blast comes in. They might be able to get a duel off of this. I don't know. They pop the drums, trying to get as much space as possible away from Ghostic. He's got the phase boots out, and he grabs it. But there's the follow-up coming out from Bigham. Can he turn around? Can he stop this from happening? No, but the Doom coming out at the same time. Oh, no. There's the Reality Rift. There's a giant just push forward. They'll still be able to take down Bigham. So they got themselves an ice cream, but they lost their lives for it. So definitely not worth it.
No, that's
more dual damage onto the Legion too. Oof.
The danger play. I mean, you think it looks safe though, right? Because like the tower's down. He just denied it. He's probably all alone. Yeah, there's a shrine, but it's a little further away. But lack of escape mechanisms, even with phase boots and drums, not gonna be fast enough to get away from this Legion Commander. And that's almost blade mail for Ghost Stick. So. At least there's a hurricane bike down for Kuman now, it looks like.
Some scary stuff going on here. Especially with this Legion, you know, she's getting these duels, she's starting to collect the damage needed. Obviously, Razor can take some of it, but if Razor is the one who's being dueled, it's not really going to matter much. Scouting out for Roche, though. Looks like they want to make sure that they secure this. Rest of the side of the Radiant doesn't seem too concerned. I don't think they know what's going on here.
Pretty good pickup for them. I think they had, other than the AA Ice Blast, they actually have the advantage, I think, in here. Like the Epicenter, the Razor in general and stuff. Things look pretty good in the road trip for the Dire. Of course, you know, if they all know you're in there or something, there's like overwhelming odds and this Ember Spirit just like remnants through 5 of you, but didn't happen. Didn't find them. Ghostic just pings Roche. She's like, oh shit, guys, they did it.
That's definitely it's a disaster moment if you get the overwhelming odds.
It really is.
Like that's definitely where you're like, what do we do now? But a little bit of a grouping up here coming out from the side of Gambit. They're still in it to win it. They've got this Aegis up and running now over onto their OD, so I'm not sure if they're going to be looking for any sort of fight quite yet. They know that Chaos Knight's ultimate is down, I believe. So this might be a great time to take an engagement. Epi's up and running. And oh man, perfect rune for our Razor here. We'll be able to pick up the regen, get all of his mana back. And SNY up and running, working on the BKB next.
I don't feel like Empire just like winning this game. I'm not sure why. I'm trying to pinpoint exactly why. I just don't have faith in the Dire lineup right now. You know, the game's pretty even. I guess it's probably a combination of the players as well as like what this lineup needs to accomplish. It just, I feel so good heading late with like this Doom support, for example, who's pretty farmed. You know, he's almost up to Legion.
Yeah, Bigham in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to try to TP himself out. Ice Blast coming in, he's going to be able to win.
Close. Not quite, though.
Is it bad that you said, like, I'm not sure why I don't really like this dire draft? Like, because you're a hater, Trent. Because you don't want the underdogs to win. Clearly.
Yeah, it might be that. I might be a hater, actually. I don't know. I would just, like, rather have this Doom right now. You know, he's going to have a Blink Dagger pretty soon for a position 4 Doom. His life is good. He's just been holding this Alpha Wolf aura the entire game and just following Legion Commander to help out with the general burst. I love Chaos Knight, who's now going in on bottom.
Oh,
like,
boy, yeah, that is Razor that is going to die very, very quickly here. Lots of damage getting thrown out, but Reality Rift pulls him back in, and they don't have a Razor now for this fight, so it looks like OD not too interested in going in for this engagement. Let's finish up farming a couple kills.
Brutal. Yeah, Razor just got destroyed. God damn.
I mean, it's a CK. As the CK gets bigger and bigger, that's going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah. Also, he was very, very far forward without the rest of his team there, too. So, I mean,
that's true.
I think he has to realize that that's going to be what happens to him if he's that far forward. But maybe he was expecting a relocate, or a, not a relocate. Gosh, I got to stop saying that. A teleportation. A teleportation coming out from the Nature's Prophet. But Kuman,
he wasn't expecting the OD.
I like the big question mark.
With the Sandy's Eclipse. Yeah, he just got destroyed. 24 int stolen for Kuman.
That's a smart, outstanding dude, as we like to call him.
Is that what we call him?
Well, that's what I usually call him. I've heard Outhouse Decorator. I've heard Outhouse Destroyer. I like to think
Yours
he's
is
an
so much more
dude.
positive.
I try
Everyone
to be really
else
positive.
Is so mean to him.
I mean,
they're
that's
all such negative connotations, and you're just like, outstanding dude.
That's kind of like my shtick here, is I try to be as positive as possible, because let's face it, Dota can be a very disappointing game sometimes. And
what? There's not sunshine and lollipops in your pubs?
Lollipops. But no, anyways.
Everyone just fights over support when I play. Like,
oh,
no,
yeah.
I'll buy the courier. Like, oh, guys.
You shouldn't have.
No.
Fun times. You know what's fun is what?
Take that tower. What's happening? I was
they're not
this
defending
lineup
this.
and they're doing everything.
Yeah, not defending this. They still have that Aegis up and running over on the OD. Not sure how much time is really left on that, though. They need to be a little bit mindful about that. And a Hastrian's going to get picked up for Kuman here. Just casually
Turns
running
out when
himself,
you're 5 heroes versus lineup, you do a lot better than a single Razor. And that makes sense. I mean, they don't have AoE initiation on the rating. Ember Spirit is the biggest thing they have. And he's getting there, but he doesn't have a Blink Dagger. He needs some defensive items. He wants that Lincoln Sphere to deal with this Doom, so he's going to go split push bottom with his bots. He can still appear in the top lane for the engagement if required, but Chappie...
Yeah, there goes the smoke. Yeah. Not so much sneak anymore, but eyes on the prize tier 2 here. It looks like the Ember's not going to be joining them quite yet, so I think they look like they want to fight, though, right? They have a Remnant sitting nearby? No. Maybe just looking for that right angle to get the jump off, but smoke's going to wear off over here on the side. And it looks like the side of the Dire are just going to back themselves out here. No commitment.
Yeah, I guess in that spot they don't really have the angles of initiation covered in the same way as this mid lane. You know, you get a couple people on the high ground, you feel pretty damn strong. But in this spot with the cliffs here and everything, it's a little bit tougher to get in here. It's kind of like a choke point when you're forcing in from that Dire side, so I understand backing away. Play it cool. A long way until that next Aegis, though, so plenty of time here for Empire to kind of farm their way back into a more even space. And that should mean Doom will have the Blink Dagger. Ghost Stick could move into the Blink Dagger, or the Big EV by then. Always want to fly again, just doing his thing.
All right, Always Want to Fly has spotted out the Legion Commander, but it looks like they cancel out the teleportation.
Yeah, this ward seeing Chappie.
It's a little too many people there that they weren't intending to tango with.
Mopochka does immediately find the ward and get rid of it, though. Unfortunately, that was an older ward, not a brand new one, so nothing too lost here for Gambit.
Yeah. The longer this game goes, the scarier Chappie's gonna get, so...
Yeah. I mean, OD also feels very similar, right? He's going to have like this Lincoln Sphere, so he'll be a little bit harder to duel and grab onto from the CK, and then he'll go into a Scythe or something, or a Shiva's Guard. And you'll feel pretty good about your game. Nature's Prophet builds pretty heavily into the damage, and they have that nice follow-up in Bignum with the... you need the heavy control out of your position 4 when you're running Nature's Prophet for the most part, just because he's an offlaner who doesn't really offer any AoE teamfight, and generally that means that you have to make up for it in your 4 role. Similar to Legion Commander, but that's something that Empire have not done, and maybe that's why they're struggling a little bit with these tower defenses, which we kind of touched on a little bit. But the same problem doesn't really occur for the side of Gambit, so I think it's a little bit tougher for them to do things like contest into Roche or contest into tier 2 towers right now. I'll try and bait out Ember a little bit here with Legion hiding nearby.
Yeah, Bingham, he's looking at it, though. He's thinking about it. Wants to go for a little poke, I'm guessing, but Ghost Stick, does he find him in the trees? Standing right next to him. Oh, there it is.
No, he doesn't see him.
Oh, but Bingham, he panics and immediately goes and uses the Sandstorm and wants to get himself out with that Burrow Strike.
What on earth? I was watching Radiant Vision, and there was no... he did not see the Sand King. Or maybe it's just bugged or something, but... Did Sand King see Legion? Because he acted like he did.
He must have, since he went and he threw up the Sandstorm immediately. It's kind of like a knee-jerk reaction, if I had to guess, but...
Well, there you go.
Alright. It's very patiently waiting for the next Roche. As stated earlier, it looks like they might go... They're grouping up a little bit here. I'm not sure if they're looking for possibly a smoke, or they do have one over up in the Doom. Pushka kind of moving around here. They have that sentry. So they know it's a safe space if they want to go for any sort of a smoke. Sand King here. He's kind of making his way through. We've been seeing a lot of, let's see, the Lincoln. We've got the BKB that's going to be built on the Razor. I saw the Lincolns. Is that on the OD?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lincoln's for the OD. BKB for the CK down here as well. So... they're getting ready. They know that they have to watch out for certain things in the next fights. Obviously, the duel being a huge one, and you know, Sandy's Eclipse. Lots of stuff. We've got to be careful.
This is game 5. This is everyone's kind of, they don't want to make that big mistake. Just throws the game right away. Cheshire Cat even throwing out treants to scout these runes just to make sure there's no like DD or something for the Radiant that they like smoke into them. So he just snags at this haste rune, keeps it for himself, and patiently waits for that next Roche, which will be back up in 2.5 minutes. The scouting edge, again, should be on the dire sides with the treants. Keep themselves educated in terms of the map, but Roger picks up a gem. Speaking of some higher education, some knowledge of enemy wards. This will certainly help out with their smoke here.
And they just go for the smoke anyways without having the gem in inventory. It's fine. Yeah, you know, this is why they're going TI, right? Because the balls on these guys. Go big or go home.
Double scan. That means the dire one will be successful. Perfectly predicts the movement here from the Radiant. And that means they'll probably end up getting this ward, I would think. Yeah, they'll place a ward or a sentry right here since they have the high ground one already, so that ward should go down.
So Ember actually going to reveal himself from the smoke down here, push out the wave, has a remnant as well. But not really a fruitful smoke just because that scan called it out to a T. Lincoln's completed now over on the OD as well. And the rest of the team kind of combing through the jungle a little bit. There's a double damage rune top, which would be really, really nice.
Really nice. Very nice, DD.
Very
That's
nice.
scouting. Yeah.
That's all beautiful. But I'm not even sure what that accent was. Oh, dear.
No, I liked it. It was good.
Okay, I'm glad. Stretch goal, you know, just doing later, terrible accents. Oh, always want to fly. This reality we're coming for. BKB actually gets popped here. Bane, something's happening. He's just hanging out there. Will get taken down, and that's 10-second BKB down, but there's some creeps pushing into the base. Still waiting on this Roche. Not quite up yet.
Yeah, not the time to go down, but at least they denied of that DD rune. But they're going to lose some map control just being down hero.
This is a legion of tiny little trees.
Ooh, that was
Ghost
scary.
Stick's like, no, I don't want them.
Almost got big in the mid. But able to blink himself away in time as Doom hopped in with that gem. Things got a little bit dicey, but...
It's a little bit more time here on this Roche. Very
Heart will be the
waiting.
next item for CK, as per usual. Or standard stuff at this point. Kuman's trying to do some sneaky side pushing. It looks like he will get away with this one.
I mean, he's got a lot of mobility items. He's got the Lincolns, he's got, you know, the Hurricane Pike and the Blink, so he should be probably just fine here. But some more split pushing coming out here down bottom. Cheshire Cat is constantly sending legion after legion of these little trees. And this one's super sparkly and glowy. With that Mjolnir placed onto him, just shredding through these waves. Roche
Yeah, that's
is up.
actually a sizable force heading to that bottom. And again, the advantages of Nature's Prophet come into full force here. Don't be confused by those green treants on the minimap. Those are enemy treants. They are not radiant. And they just took half your tower's life. What a hero. I mean, I love me some Nature's Prophet, but he is some serious bullshit sometimes. It's so
sometimes
tough to get... Yeah, okay, most of the time. He's so hard. Like, how do you take Roche against this hero? You just sacrifice so much. And look, he's back again. Hello.
it's
the
me.
rat time. At least they have the bots on the Ember Spirit, so as long as they can keep this wave relatively close in the mid lane, Ember can always return. But even he's having a somewhat difficult time dealing with these things.
These ward wars are insane over here too by the Roche pit. They really want to just keep vision, but again, someone always has to go back and deal with these treants that are just walking right into their base. I think they need a pick first, though. I think they need to get some sort of a jump, but Kuma goes right into the pit.
It's so slow. Like, they have to ulti with the Razor, so they can't fuck up when they go for it. And if they don't ulti, it's going to take a long time, so that's the way they're going to go for it.
Oh, look at that. Look at the... making it rain here, Ghost Stick. All those little treants just...
Oh, they're chasing.
Man.
They're not going to go in, though.
No. They really want this Roche. They don't want to get too distracted, I think.
Now, the problem is, what does Cheshire Cat do? Okay, he's going bottom. He doesn't want to reveal himself. Doesn't want to be seen doing this. But he throws down the Mjolnir. And, unfortunately, he put him on a creeper, like... Well, I guess he won the one that's getting attacked first. But the push will come. And he'll just continue trying to force down this bottom lane.
It's good old-fashioned rat Dota, right?
Yeah, gotta love it.
Got this OD and Sand King pushing top. You've got a Nature's Prophet pushing over in the bot lane.
He is not sure where they went, though, because he just bailed. And he's going top
boy,
lane.
they're jumping forward immediately with the epicenter over onto Chappie. Oh, he pulls out the Phantom. He's gonna be able. There's gonna be the leak in seconds pop, and actually Cheshire Cat coming back in. Oh, but this Legion's got so much damage. Ice Blast coming in. Is it gonna connect over onto him? He's like right on the cusp of it. It doesn't matter. That's dual damage onto Ghost Stick. So they lost Chappie, but they also lost the Nature's Prophet and the Sand King. So I think they're feeling pretty good. They got more damage onto that Legion too. Blade Mail doing a lot of work here.
I don't think they can Roche without Chappie. It's probably not worth buying back either.
Oh, Lafoshka.
Yeah, sport's got a word. Tough life. That was 700 gold that went to the Ember Spirit at the end of that fight too.
Nice.
So he is pretty stacked. Has a Maelstrom now to deal with these treants. Much less obnoxious for him as he goes to these. Like before, his Sleight of Fist just did nothing. Now he can actually get some procs off and deal with these ridiculous summons here. Okay. Yeah, you got it, buddy. Just breathe a little bit. Everything's going to be fine. Thinking about it, Shiva's Guard next. Very solid this game. You got 3 heavy right clickers. Razor, OD, and Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, there's some TPs coming out. They were looking for him to go a little bit more forward so that way they could get any sort of duel, maybe pick off Kuman here. But Spidey senses tingling. He'll back himself off and go do some jungling. As will Ghost Stick here. He's working on what looks to be a Shadow Blade for his next item as well. And Mapushka got that value bracer. Poor dude. Still brown boots, value bracer, couple raindrops. Support life.
Easy.
Support life. He didn't choose the support.
He didn't
life.
commit for the Agnums this time. He's just like, not happening. I know it. I saw the mistakes in the previous AA game.
And these net worths are just kind of like neck and neck for the top 4 here. Another group up here.
It was like a longer game than 34 minutes. I guess it's just been kind of stale for a while, you know? Like, if you go to the actual net worth chat, we've had, like, 2 fights in the past 10 minutes or so things definitely cooled down.
It's almost about even again, too, in terms of net worth. A little bit of a roller coaster back and forth. The experience earned, though, obviously. But, yeah, it's been...
Oh, scan from the Dire. Does not catch Chappie as he is inside. No one else will come close to it either, but the Treants will find him in a moment. And he has no mobility item. He is actually just kind of in
Treants
here.
are going to immediately spot him out here, though, so you can avoid a potentially disastrous situation as they walk into the pit. They do jump immediately, though, over on there, and there's going to be the coming out from both sides here. We've got it over on Chappie, got it over on the Razor as well. Legion, she's doing a lot of damage over here onto the Nature's Prophet, actually going to be able to take him down, plus the fact that she's had that blade mail during all of this, but they're still going to be able to take down the CK as well. Looks like Razor in a little bit of trouble here. Cold Feast comes out, but there's the big Sanity's Eclipse being thrown out as well. Kuman, he's been able to turn around this corner. So, yeah, CK's gone. AA is gone as well.
Oh, man. That's one of the worst feelings when you're playing Bane, though, against Abaddon or Legion Commander. You get these strong dispels, be it a Photic Shield or press the attack, that just immediately ends your Fiend's Grip. And very nice play coming out there from Ghostly to hop right away onto Chappie, force him to commit more disables on top of him, but in the end, wasn't enough. And, they do come out with a win, but once again, it's still not enough to take Roche. They need that right-click damage from the Nature's Prophet to feel comfortable going in there against the forces that remain for Team Empire, so... Oh, they've got to be kind of kicking themselves a little bit maybe for not pressuring for a tier 3 earlier on in the game when I don't know, it kind of felt like there might have been a moment for Gambit. But they were trying to play the game super safe, and just if this shrine was down, you'd feel so much better about heading into Roche. It's this bottom tower just kind of mocking them as the Treants weren't able to finish it off.
Yeah, definitely. Taking down the shrine would be very, very helpful. They've all got their eyes on this Roche pit. They know that this is the next big objective, and they want to make sure that they can secure it. But, you know, BKBs, a lot of BKBs getting used during that fight down to some lower levels here. I guess we've got on the... Okay, so Doom just picked up a BKB. Wrong person to click on after saying that statement. 7 seconds, though, up and running over on Chappie. Looks like Kuman actually has used his 10-second BKB for that fight. Razor used one as well, and so did Legion, I believe. Was it Razor, actually? Yeah, Razor's got one. It's down to 9 seconds. Nature's Prophet also has one. This is like Team BKB right now. Holy smokes, 9 seconds on that. And then our Legion, I'm going to guess this... We're going to say 9-second BKB, yeah?
Yeah.
8 second. Okay, I'm the worst.
Oh.
Fired.
Well, that's the other team, though. That just makes sense, obviously. Must be. I mean, 10 seconds on the Doom, though, so it balances out. So they average at 9 seconds.
Okay, all right.
That's why it's okay. And then we just ignore Chappie, and it all adds up, I'm sure. Chappie. So what happens now with these BKBs in the dire? What does that stop? The general control from the Chaos Knight, pretty important, I would say.
I mean, during that entire time, though, too, we're also seeing this OD just steal all of this, just all of this int from everyone else on the team, too. Pretty ridiculous. And then he can just save up, do his Sanity's Eclipse. I feel bad for Pushka. I feel like he just dies immediately every single time in a lot of these fights.
He is an R button, and that is it. He's accepted that.
But, alright, we've got some...
The lines again from Bignum. Just like, these lanes, pressure, take Roche. These games are so difficult. I've been in a lot of them lately, thanks to Suns Fan. It feels like every game, this is Prophet, and trying to struggle against him, or there's an Anti-Mage or a Tinker. People just try so hard against that guy. They pick their biggest, rattiest heroes in every single game as hell, but I'm not bitter.
You don't sound bitter at all, don't worry.
No. Every game, it feels like this is such a difficult scenario because you're just constantly in this lane battle, and you know that all that Gambit wants is Aegis and tier 3. So you're doing your best to try and keep these lanes at a spot that you're comfortable with, but then you can never progress for the actual objective, so eventually you have to take a risk. And you have to go for some sort of a aggressive play, and this is theirs right now. They've smoked up, and they're actually going to find Razor, but it's a tough initiation.
Oh, he actually managed
to... They don't get him. They don't know where he went.
Broke his ankles. Oh my goodness, that was so close. That could have been so good for Empire, too, if they had gotten the jump on him.
Alright, now they're going to go in. Oh, that is a sick rune for FM. Arcane rune. That puts his slight down to, well, I guess we'll find out when he actually puts it, but...
Here comes the pings. They realize that they're in the pit, but he's going down pretty fast here. About half health right now. Poshka standing outside the pit. Treants coming in. They're not going to be able to do it in time, I don't think. Might be able to get a nice fight, but I don't think they're going to be able to take... Yeah, Roche is going to go down. We've got Ember Spirit who picks up the cheese, also picks up the Aegis. The BKB pops out, immediately coming over here onto Roger. He's going to go forward, but there's the Fiend's Group coming out. It's looking really, really good right now. It looks like they're going to be able to take down the nuke. They take down, always want to fly as well, though. But Buyback coming out immediately from the Nature's Prophet, too. I didn't even see him go down. Ember Spirit, he's going to get taken down. Blade Mail doing a lot of damage, but just not enough. Chappie, Chappie, he's in trouble now. He doesn't have that BKB. Looks like Kuman to be able to grow ahead, grab him in the middle of all of this, and they just wait patiently. They know if they can take down the mighty CK, things will be looking good. They just drop it. He's going to try to get himself out now. It looks like FNN going to be able to clean up over here. And now Roger, he's come back. They've gone a bunch of buybacks. A lot of eyes over here over onto the side, though. OD's going to get taken out. Bignum now in a lot of trouble. Going to try to run himself out, but they take down the Razor. And the Searing Chain's going to hold our Sand King in place. And there's a gem on the ground.
Oh, the FN Ember strikes again. One of his most feared heroes. And you see why.
For a good reason. Look at it. He's got like 4K gold now after all of that as well. Holy shit.
He did 9,500 damage during that team fight. It was like 3 times higher than anyone else on the team. He was all over the place. Beautiful time to have an Arcane Rune. And with the Aegis and the cheese, he was pretty damn unstoppable.
There are so many buybacks during that fight. Holy smokes. Another buyback coming out as well. There's the Searing Chains being thrown out. Overon's always going to fly. They're going to get some more dual damage. Ghostic, he actually pops that BKB. He wants it. He wants to make sure that no one's going to interrupt his 1v1 here.
There should be at least one lane of racks. There are no tier 2s though, so there's no reason to try and buy back and save this at all. Just let it go.
It's going to be a nice way to clean up shrines though, yeah?
Yep, that is 100% true. And that means the next roach becomes much more difficult for Gambit to try and take. And they'll even take a shrine inside.
I know, I was about to say Ghostic. He's add insult to injury.
I realize
just remove
that
all
might
of their
be
buildings.
not worth it.
Gonna get himself a double damage rune too, it looks like, as he makes his way back to his home, back to the Radiant Jungle.
What a hilarious talent. 30 HP regen on Maposhka.
I mean, it doesn't matter if he's getting burst down, like... I hate to say it, you know, support player here, understand, but oh boy.
This ward just got given away by Nature's Prophet ulti. It's a little bit rough.
Got an Aegis up and running on him.
Core. Oh my god, Mjolnir, Lincoln's Blink Dagger, Octarine Core. So much value here.
It's going to be very difficult to take down this Ember Spirit. I mean, Chaos Knight too, he's so very tanky right now, but they're focusing a lot of resources on him.
Yeah, OD is a hero that never wants to buy MKB, ever. It's just like, so obnoxious. You hate it on the hero. It doesn't benefit you at all because of the lack of int or anything like that. And the effective HP of having Heart plus just this Talisman of Evasion is just so depressing for them trying to kill Chappie now.
There's multiple Lincolns over here. They threw it over on OD. He looks kind of like a hamster in a hamster ball right now. But, you know, lots of protection. They do... Ooh, they're going up towards the high ground here by the shrine. They do spot out Chappie. Immediately jump over onto him. Fiendscript's coming out as well. BKB's coming out left and right over here for these teams. Doom, it looks like it got dropped off. I don't see who it's on, though. There's so many particle effects. Turning back around here is going to be a nice blast coming in. It's going to be able to connect over onto the OD. It's not. Cheshire Cat, oh, he's coming back in. They want to get this epicenter off. It's just doing so much damage, but is it going to be enough here? Looks like Sand King, he'll just get taken down. And now, oh no, looks like our Razor is able to take one person with him, but... And then there's the ping. Geometry site here. Here's our Skeleton Warriors. We're going to get this tier 1 finally.
How was that not a rampage? He killed them all. Valve? Hello? Was the Gambit, like, the always want to fly kill really that far back? I mean, did he not just get an ultra kill? Am I insane?
I don't know.
And then no rampage? Maybe I'm insane, but...
I mean...
I'm
not going to say.
I'm sorry, FN. Gaben, you know, he got skimmed of his rampage.
They don't... Oh, look at this. They don't even...
It.
Oh, wow. All right, well, they don't have buybacks on any of the hero on the side of Gambit, so... There's the GG well played call. Gambit playing out of their minds during this best of 5, but in the end, it is going to be Empire and a buyback from the Legion, just because.
Well, damn. Shout out to Gambit, man. They played very well, especially those 2 wins. Like, Kuman is certainly someone who I would be watching for. That guy is impressive on his snowballs, but he had a pretty huge supporting cast in all of those games, especially Bignum on the IO. This game, I don't know, it kind of felt a lot like game number 1. Where they had this lineup that seemed good, and you understood what it had to do, but they never quite found that timing with, like, the Razor and the Faceless Void and everything, and you thought, okay, this looks good, like, keeping the game really even for a super long time, and then they just couldn't get that one big objective they needed, and it's always that Roche. You know, they can't get the Aegis and then commit for the tier 3, get the shrines. It's that little hump of getting the full control of the map by taking out one tier 3 tower that seems to be giving them the most trouble, and they were so close. Like, imagine if Cheshire Cat just had tier 3 down bottom. That might have been enough for them to just secure up the Roche with the destruction of the shrines or something like that, but the Rat was not quite strong enough.
I mean, the rat was very, very strong, too. That's the other thing that's pretty crazy about this whole thing is just, going back and forth, constantly having FN trying to go back home and go ahead and clear out those waves coming back. Like, just so much hinging on that Roche. But congratulations to Team Empire. They're going to